Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Topping our news at this hour, the safety of our schools. Today is the 17th anniversary of one of the deadliest school shootings in U.S. history.
On April 20th, 1999, 18-year-old Eric Harris and 17-year-old Dylan Klebold opened fire inside Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado. 12 students and 1 teacher were killed, 23 others were hurt. After the shootings, Harris and Klebold turned the guns on themselves. And since that awful day, there have been multiple school shootings around the nation, and in response, there are ongoing changes to school security. ABC 7's Kate Flexner joins us now with a look at what's being done to keep kids safe here on the Suncoast. Kate?
Scott, the Columbine incident and school shootings since continue to change the way law enforcement handles threats. We talked to security experts about the current measures in place and areas that still need improvement.
17 years after the shooting in Columbine, school security is a precise and high-tech operation.
I think every school district after Columbine began to take a tighter focus on where they were with school safety and security.
Today, Sarasota County schools are monitored from a central hub with thousands of cameras.
So how many cameras do you guys have here?
We currently have throughout the school district about 5,000, a little short of 5,000 security cameras.
Wow, and so you monitor all of those cameras?
Well, obviously we can't watch all those cameras. We monitor through them on a daily basis to make sure they're operational.
Even school construction has changed. Schools are now built with one main entrance and several locked gates with deputies patrolling the grounds. For Manatee County, school safety was in the spotlight earlier this year after a rash of 9 school threats in a matter of months, all of which were found not to be credible. But officials say they took each one seriously.
We want to make sure that we react to every situation that occurs. I would much rather have a lot of false alarms than to have the real thing occur.
Kurt Lavarello was part of the Clinton administration's post-Columbine Review Committee in Washington, D.C., and travels the country assessing school safety protocol. He says the greatest place for improvement is staying in tune with the school community and catching red flags.
It takes the logical things to keep kids safe, like getting to know your students, making sure you communicate with your students on a regular basis.
Plus, he says we need to consider school safety more often than when these anniversaries occur.
We're a very resilient nation. We put these things on the back burner very quickly, and that's when we become the most vulnerable for it to happen again. So it is important for school districts to make sure that this is every day. It's something that's practiced every day, and we have to do that not only here in Sarasota, but across the nation.
And again, the common factor in talking to all of these safety experts was to catch any red flags before they happen. Back to you.
Thank you, Kate. 13 men are behind bars tonight accused of attempting to have sex with a minor. The arrests are part of the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office Operation Intercept 4. Undercover deputies pretended to be children responding to internet-based ads and communicating with the suspects online and on social media apps. They then made arrangements to meet, and then they were arrested. Officials say the goal is to protect children from online predators.
We arrested 13 individuals who came into Sarasota County or who lived here in Sarasota County with the intent of having sex with an underage child. And we will be doing more of these, and it's a perversion that I don't understand, but my hopes is that the criminal justice system will give them an opportunity to get their life straightened out.
The men arrested range in age from 18 to 53. Half of them live in Sarasota County, and the others are from DeSoto, Pinellas, and Hillsborough counties. Manatee County Sheriff's investigators are searching for the person who shot and killed a miniature horse. Detectives say the horse was shot at a barn on 21st Court East in Palmetto sometime between Sunday evening and Monday morning. The horse's owner discovered the horse on Monday when she went to go check on her animals. She found the horse in an outside area near the stable and barn. No one lives on this property where the shooting happened. The horse is valued at $1,500.
166 million Americans live in areas of the country with unhealthy air. That's according to a report issued today by the American Lung Association. That report, titled State of the Air, looked at ozone and particle pollution. Some of the health risks associated with unhealthy air include lung cancer and asthma attacks. On the Suncoast, Manatee County received a C rating on an A through F scale, but Sarasota County was given a D grade. John Hickey, the manager of air and water quality with Sarasota County, disputes the severity of the findings, saying the county meets and at times exceeds the national EPA standards.
The air quality is good. Within any area, we do have pollutants. We do have pollutant sources. We have vehicles. There's industry. There's industry within the area. So, you know, a report like this brings attention to that, and the quality of air is important. That's why we do have an air program within Sarasota County.
Coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll tell you which Tampa Bay area county received an F grade and what area near here is one of the best places in the country for clean air.
It sure feels nice out there. I don't know about the pollution levels right now, but it's warm, but we've had that lower humidity and it's been
really
feeling
makes
great.
a difference.
It does.
Here's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with more.
Yeah. It sure does. Here's the air quality. You guys don't know it? Here it is. Air quality index today provided by Sarasota County. It's 48, which is good. And I looked back throughout the entire year thus far, and we've never really exceeded moderate in our area. So a good sign there. And in fact, we monitor this every day. We get an email sent in by Sarasota County, and we keep an eye on whether this gets up into the third category here, which is unhealthy for sensitive people. We really start to show that more and more as we get into that. We haven't had any of those episodes for at least the last 8 months. So that's a good sign. However, during the summer months, sometimes we do get in a stagnant weather pattern where that pollutant does become a problem. That's mainly ozone, and that's if we get more of a northeasterly wind, which blows a lot of that pollutant ozone down from the Tampa Bay area. 81 degrees right now. We have partly cloudy skies. Venice at 78, so it's pretty nice there in Venice. A little bit warmer well inland, but temperatures a little bit cooler today than the past because of a little bit more cloud cover in advance of a storm system, which will bring us a chance for some showers. That'll happen on Friday. We'll have the details on that coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Manatee County Area Transit needs bus drivers, and soon. MCAT is experiencing a large shortage of drivers that may affect routes in the near future. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us now with more on this problem. Rick?
Yeah, Haley, right now MCAT is looking to hire 5 full-time bus drivers and 7 part-time. They are needed to help keep their operation running smoothly.
The wheels on the bus could stop running certain routes on certain days if Manatee County Area Transit doesn't fill some important bus driver positions soon.
Right now, because we're short, we're using supervisors to cover a couple of those. If we have 3 people that get sick tomorrow, then yes, we may not be able to cover all those runs.
MCAT recently lost workers who have retired or found other progressively higher paying jobs that pay more than their $13.21 starting salary. Mark Norcross of Bradenton is someone who relies heavily on the MCAT bus service.
Seeing that everything's so spread out in Florida and Manatee County and Sarasota County, it's public transportation is key for people that don't have a vehicle such as I.
Many people who ride the bus often are nervous about any routes being cut because this is how they get around from point A to point B.
That'll be tough for some of the people that, you know, special minimum wages or don't really have anything.
The bus is awesome. I've been riding it for a long time. I'm not too fond of these cuts, though, on the bus lines that I've been hearing about, so I hope you guys don't do that.
Officials are hopeful more people will hop on board and get behind the wheel of an MCAT bus. They tell us the last thing they want to do is to have to cut any routes.
More than 1 million people ride MCAT buses every year. Commissioners in Manatee County say they will work closely with MCAT to solve this problem.
This is how people get to the stores, how do they get to work. Some people just can't afford a car, the insurance, the gas, and this is a mode of transportation that we desperately need.
MCAT officials tell us they are currently screening applicants, some of which they hope to interview and hire in the near future.
And if you're interested in one of the MCAT bus driver jobs, you can log on to mymanatee.org. Back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you. And you can catch a ride on an MCAT bus or a SCAT bus for free next week. Tuesday, April 26th is Try Transit Day. It's a regional effort to promote alternative transportation to reduce traffic congestion and lower greenhouse gas emissions. Whether you're headed to work, the beach, restaurants, shopping, you can ride a bus on all fixed routes, including SCAT Express.
A big day at the Ringling Museum as crews break ground for the new glass pavilion. The Kotler-Coville Glass Pavilion will be located on the museum's main entrance. It will showcase the Ringling's collection of American and European studio glass. It will also serve as the formal entrance to the Ringling's Oslo Theater. This new facility will be easily accessible for locals and visitors.
Because of its location here, this building will always be free to anyone who comes to the museum. So you won't have to pay admission to come and visit it.
This new building is expected to open in the fall of 2017.
Good deal. All right, Bob is back now as we check in on our Ospreys. They just had some dinner. Right?
Yeah, and taking their nap too. After dinner nap right now taking place. As you can see, Sunny just kind of laying out, chilling out. I tell you, they had a nice fish too. Scott, what you told me earlier?
It was very large.
A huge, was it speckled trout, sea trout?
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, about the same time.
Yeah, just kind of chilling there. Wind coming out of the west. A little sea breeze has developed, and looks like things looking pretty good for the birds for tomorrow too. A nice day anticipated. Some showers may ruffle some feathers a little bit on Friday. We'll have more on that a little later.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Speaking of birds, up next, a preserve that's perfect for bird watching. The renovation work being made to conservation land in Manatee County.
And not all supplements are created equal. Which type of cranberry pills might not be that effective when it comes to preventing UTIs? That's next in Health Smart.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Civic for $169. A Civic, just $169. Now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda, Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Did you hear? All Children's Hospital is now Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital.
There's a lot to a name,
especially when that name is a world leader in healthcare.
We still deliver the same compassion we provided for 90 years.
Plus the excellence you expect from Johns Hopkins.
Together we can conquer the biggest challenges and offer your child the very best care.
When it comes to kids, choose Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, Eye Comfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
At Sunset Subaru, it's all about getting more for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2016 Subaru Forester for just $229 a month. Complimentary maintenance included at the new redesigned Sunset Subaru dealership in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
It's a mortgage sale for a limited time at Trustco Bank, no application fee. Stop in any branch today. Save even more with low closing costs. See why your neighbors choose Trustco Bank. Visit TrustcoBank.com for details.
Your hometown bank, Trustco.
Equal housing lender.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Accord for $189, just $189 or 0.9% APR. Now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda, Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Financial dependency is one of the main reasons victims of abuse stay in dangerous relationships.
To try and break that cycle, Florida's chief financial officer and domestic violence shelters are teaming up to help teach economic independence to survivors. During a news conference in Tallahassee today, CFO Jeff Atwater introduced an online tool to help abuse victims escape their situation. It's called Your Life. That's an acronym for Learn Individual Financial Empowerment. Survivors of domestic violence can find tips on how they can repair credit, save money, budget, and more so they're financially secure when they choose to leave their violent partner.
Through Your Life, survivors can gain a better understanding of money management, how to prepare for sound financial future, how to secure financial freedom, and to become fiscally independent.
According to the coalition, 98% of domestic violence cases involve the abuser using money as a way to keep a victim trapped in the relationship.
In just a few weeks, you can check out a 176-acre preserve in Manatee County that will be a bird watcher's paradise. Perico Preserve will open to the public on Saturday, May 14th. The conservation land has been undergoing an extensive renovation. It will have a packed shell trail with boardwalks and bridges that loops around a large seagrass basin, a feeding ground for many wading and shorebirds, and in the center of the seagrass habitat is a specially designed rookery island that will serve as a nesting site for birds. Multiple groups and volunteers help make this restoration project a reality. Looks like it's going to be really something when it opens.
Yeah, it's a great place right there up near my neck of the woods, not too far away from Robinson Preserve either.
Which is another one.
Yeah, you can go right around and do it to both, and then head out to the beautiful beaches there too.
Yeah,
you know, I'm telling you, it doesn't get much better than this.
When the weather's nice, do it all.
It was nice today too.
Yeah. By the way, I neglected to mention yesterday, as you guys were at the Best of Sarasota event, that Bob here won Best TV Personality again this year. So congratulations.
Didn't even know that. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'll show the picture a little later. And Scott and Linda Carson also doing very well as well. It's always a lot of fun. We appreciate the readers, right?
The Sarasota Magazine.
Sarasota Magazine. We've been doing this for 25 years now, and this is the 5th year yesterday at the Selby Gardens. It was great weather.
It's a neat event.
Great event too. All right, let's go
to
the weather. Thank you. Lakewood Ranch webcam showing some clouds around, and you can see the clouds have been in and out throughout the day. Some high-level cirrus clouds moving on in associated with this system that we've been talking about. It's the only one that's going to really bring us a chance for rainfall. It looks like beginning late tomorrow, but more so on Friday. And unfortunately, more rain today near Houston and through Louisiana all the way up into Arkansas this afternoon. That rain continues to progress to the east. Now, there's another little piece of energy behind it, which will eventually move on through that and push that front near on, looks like Friday. Right now, high pressure to the east has been providing us with all this gorgeous weather. And that's the case today as it was across most of the area, although a little bit more clouds around. Heavy rain into central Louisiana, stretching up toward Mississippi now. And that'll be a big story tonight. And flood watches and warnings continue for much of East Texas and western portions of Louisiana tonight with more rain in store. Now for us, we're getting some of that high-level variety of clouds moving off from the west to the east right now. And those clouds not bringing any rainfall at this point. We are looking for the possibility of some isolated showers developing along the sea breeze front tomorrow afternoon, but not a lot of widespread rain. So if you have any events outside tomorrow, you have a tennis match or a golf match, it should be okay. 81 degrees right now currently, just a few clouds around. Dew point has been really nice, 58 degrees, and the humidity at 45%. So that's what's been making it feel so nice out there is that lower humidity, a west wind at 16 miles an hour. Temperature 77 in Jacksonville, it's 81 in Orlando, 78 in Key West, 82 in Tallahassee, and 77 in Pensacola. Low 70s right on the water, that's where the water temperature is now, right around 74 degrees. 81 in Arcadia, 80 in Wauchula, and Northport at 81. And that wind flow will stay with a westerly flow tonight and then switch back to an easterly condition by midnight. And then once again, we'll see that sea breeze developing in the afternoon, and that will cause a few isolated showers to pop up here and there. Wanted to show you the futurecast with the RPM forecast model. A nice day, a southeasterly wind flow will bring a little bit increase in moisture tomorrow. But as I mentioned, just a slight chance for an isolated shower. Here comes the system. We'll have a little bit of moisture in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. On top of that, the cold front will kind of combine to bring us a good chance for showers and storms. This particular model really firing up some pretty big storms offshore near the Gulf Stream and the Gulf Loop current, and that could enhance these storms. They make their way onshore beginning, it looks like, basically Friday afternoon. We'll zero in on some of that, and we'll take you through time. This is 6 a.m. Friday, so we'll start off with some clouds. And then by the afternoon hours, you can see this line of showers and storms, at least depicted by this forecast model, moving in the afternoon and could bring some moderate to heavy storms and the possibility of isolated thunderstorms. We'll talk more about that a little later. For boaters tomorrow, winds generally out of the east, turning to the north at 10 knots. And looks like that's what we'll see through this evening. Pretty much the same story tomorrow. The water temperature now at 75 degrees. While the extended forecast, my 7-day forecast, looks like this. A 40% chance for showers on Friday, a 20% chance on Saturday morning. Temperatures into the low to mid 80s all the way through Wednesday of next week. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. No crashes to report, but we are seeing some backup along US 41 in Sarasota. It's not too bad, mostly yellow and orange, but maybe some slow going if you're heading through Sarasota at this hour. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In Health News tonight, it appears a racial disparity exists when it comes to certain breast cancer treatment. A study in the Journal of Clinical Oncology shows older black women with HER2-positive breast cancer are less likely than their white peers to receive targeted therapy with Herceptin. When researchers examined Medicare data, they found just 40% of black women with these tumors received Herceptin, compared with 50% of white women. Researchers aren't sure why this is happening, but the fact that the treatment is relatively new, expensive, and lengthy may be contributing. Taking cranberry supplements has long been recommended to prevent urinary tract infections, but it's important to choose the right products. Tests of 7 popular cranberry pill brands in the U.S. showed that most contain too little of the key bacteria-fighting ingredient to have any effect. Only one supplement study contained more than the needed amount of a certain flavonoid and also prevented bacteria growth in culture. That brand, though, was not identified, so we don't know which one to tell you to buy, but experts say those made from dried juice instead of the skin of cranberries work better. Ohio State researchers have developed a mouse model that allows them to test the ability of a sunscreen to not only prevent burns, but also to prevent melanoma. They tested numerous SPF 30 sunscreens. They found that they all delayed melanoma onset and reduced tumor incidence. Researchers are now working to identify which ingredients in sunscreen may offer the best protection against melanoma, insight that may lead to the development of smarter sunscreens that can reduce skin cancer risk. That would be great. Coming up, bulldozers battle it out in the middle of the street. What sparked this bizarre brawl between construction companies? And 2 new babies at Busch Gardens in Tampa. How the staff is caring for these little tiny sloths, coming up next.
ABC 7 is proud to present Line Dance Central. Now you can learn popular country and not-so-country line dances from the comfort of your own home. Just visit mysuncoast.com, click on Entertainment, and you'll be kicking up your boots or flip-flops in no time. Brought to you by the White Buffalo Saloon and Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Sunset Fiat is Italian style. Sunset Fiat is fashion forward. Come see the all-new Fiat collection at Sunset Fiat with new 2015 Fiat 500s priced from $12,999. Sunset Fiat is cool and sexy with freedom to move and room to evolve. Visit Sunset Fiat in Sarasota or shop online at fiatusaofsarasota.com.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called 3-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dottoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
That's Chuck, proud homeowner, regular do-it-yourselfer. Today he's attempting an electrical repair. This is Pablo. He's an electrician with Mr. Sparky. How's he doing, Pablo?
Terrible, Mike.
Yeah. What Chuck doesn't realize is that almost 68,000 home fires are caused every year by electrical problems.
What?
If he doesn't have the proper tools and training, he's liable to start the next one.
Little help here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
You might want to write that number down.
At Devasta, our communities are built around great expectations. Yours. From home designs inspired by our homeowners, to personalized options that embrace your lifestyle, to resort-style amenities, an unwavering commitment to quality is what separates us from the rest. Welcome to Devasta. Join us Saturday, April 23rd from 1 to 3 for an Amenity Center showcase. Explore our resort amenity center and decorated models. Visit devasta.com for details.
The spring clearance event is going on now, and the prices are hotter than ever at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Drive America's hottest SUV, a new Jeep Cherokee, for just $19,999. Lease a new Compass for just $199 a month with no tricks, no gimmicks. Just $799 total due at signing. Or buy a new 2000 Jeep Patriot for just $15,799. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
It's a race against time for rescuers trying to find survivors as the death toll from Ecuador's strongest earthquake in decades rises now above 500. Rescue workers are going house to house, marking doors and gates to represent how many bodies were found underneath the rubble. And locals are risking their safety, going back to their now badly damaged homes, gathering whatever possessions they can find. The death toll from Saturday's quake now exceeds 500, with hundreds are still missing, and aftershocks continue. ABC's Lindsay Janis was interviewing Ecuador's interior minister during one aftershock.
You can see that the windows are moving. This is an aftershock.
Yeah.
Despite the grief and devastation, there are amazing stories of survival. People are continuing to be pulled from the rubble, including one man who spent 36 hours trapped in the ruins.
Authorities are investigating after a woman jumped into a tiger exhibit at the Toronto Zoo to get her hat. Not a good decision. The woman scaled the fences separating the Sumatran tiger, I guess, from the public and hopped down into the space between those wires there. As she ran to get the hat, as you can see here, the tiger lunged at her and paced back and forth along the fence line. Luckily, the woman made it back to the viewing area without getting hurt. But she did get a tongue lashing from some parents who said she set a bad example for her kids. I agree.
Oh, boy.
Terrible.
This isn't a brawl you see every day. Rival construction companies got into a fight on a busy China street. They weren't using their fists. Instead, their bulldozers and front loaders. Police say it started with an argument between companies competing for business, and then, well, yeah, it escalated. The bulldozers tried to ram each other. One of them actually flipped over. Thankfully, no one appears to be hurt from all of this.
Although maybe that equipment, which is
Yeah.
super expensive. Well, two very cute new additions to Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay. Two baby sloths, and they only weigh 6 to 19 ounces each. The Hoffman's two-toed sloth, born on March 24th, and another two-toed sloth was born on April 2nd. The Hoffman sloth is getting a little extra care. The baby was not nursing regularly, so the animal care team is now hand nursing the baby via syringe. That's how tiny they are, every 2 hours. Guests will be able to see both of these sloths in the coming weeks at the park. Look how tiny, tiny, tiny they are. That's one of those like nursing pillows for moms, and
Yeah,
it's just
right.
a tiny little thing on there.
I guess they work for sloths.
I guess they do.
They are
That
adorable.
is too cute. Wow. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, a recipe for fire and flare-ups.
What local fire crews are doing to limit the chances of brush fire outbreaks. Their prevention methods coming up next.
Pomero Shop Furniture. After 66 years in Sarasota, we're still the leader in hard-to-find and custom-made furniture. We have literally thousands of fabrics and patterns to choose from, and our free in-home design consultation will help you create rooms in your home specific to your unique style. Our inventory changes daily, so come in today to see what's new. Plus, anything in our showroom can be part of your home the very next day. Pomero Shop Furniture, now with 3 locations.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. So the next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America.
And who knew our pricing was so good?
G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
The home at 200 Pine Street. The agent. The office. The agent out of the office. This is what you see. This is what you don't see. The hustle. The huddle. The drawing board. The shuffle. The open house. The bees buzzing. The buyer. The gentle nudge. The leap of faith. The offer. The negotiation. The pit bull. Finding the middle ground. The sigh of relief. The close. The sign of a RE/MAX agent.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, because Sarasota Ford guarantees you our lowest price on every new Ford every day. Save on America's best-selling truck, 39 years running, the Ford F-150. Fusions, Escapes, over 800 vehicles on-site or online, all on sale. Buy with 0% for 60 months. And now, get up to 2,000 trade assistance. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
It's a mortgage sale. For a limited time at Trustco Bank, no application fee. Stop in any branch today. Save even more with low closing costs. See why your neighbors choose Trustco Bank. Visit TrustcoBank.com for details.
Your hometown bank, Trustco.
Equal housing lender.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.